This is what I like to call the merry-go-round. Have you ever been on a merry-go-round? You was a little kid, you went on a merry-go-round and it went round and round and round. So I'm going to show you where we're heading next. So there's something called analysis paralysis. You have an influx of different opinions, but you just don't know what to do. I'm going to help you and we're going to zoom out. And we're going to look at the macro. We're going to really zoom out and understand where we're actually going. This is going to ease your heart, give you peace of mind. We've been ranging for 144 days. That's 4 months. We've been ranging for 4 months. And we have the upper range and the lower range. So this is the upper range. And this up here is the lower range. Just moving sideways for a very long time. 4 months to be precise. There's a lot of noise happening and people think we're heading lower, and then some people think we're heading higher. Which way are we really going, and does it even matter? Here is a chart I have prepared earlier. I hope you can see clearly. I've minimized my profile. If I get rid of all of this noise and let me show you the line chart. Let me change this to the color orange. And from there, you can see it more clearly. I'll put back the illustrations and the marks. You're going to find some perfect symmetry. We had a first vicious bear market and the price of BTC went to $1,159. And we went all the way down to approximately $194. We had a drawdown of 83%. Shortly after, we had a bull cycle of 2017. This right here is the BTC halvening. Right here. This right here, this dotted black line is actually the BTC halvening. And this halvening started in the 9th of July, 2016. And thereafter, shortly after, we had a bull market. This red line indicates the halvening period where we initially made an actual all-time high and superseded the previous high. So the bear market from the absolute top to the absolute bottom was an 83% correction. It spanned for 412 days. Shortly after, we had a huge parabola and the price went up to a whopping 19,000, 20,000, give or take. I'm going to show you the bar chart and I'm going to show you the bar chart here and you'll understand what kind of dips we had. We had huge dips. It looks tiny and minuscule when you zoom out, but if you zoom in, we had huge dumps. 33% right here. We had another 30% drop down here. We had further drops down here, and it shook participants out of the market, kept on shaking people out. This is what we call price discovery, and this is one of the most healthiest price discovery that you'll ever see in any market. We had another drop of 39%, and then again we had another drop of 40%. Let me go back to the line graph, and then we had a massive blow off top. And shortly after, we had a bear market that spanned 365 days. Now pay attention here. We have one that spanned 412 days. We have another that spanned 365 days. And then we had another bear market that spanned 365 days. There's perfect symmetry here. Now remember, during all of these cycles, we had so much noise. We had noise of interest rate hikes. We had noise of Mt. Gox. We had noise of FTX. We've had news from hackers. We've had news from multiple different things. We've had unemployment rates. We had QE, QT. We had the world ending, Black Swan events, COVID, you name it. Yet the chart looks like this. The bull run of 2017 cycle was 157 days. The bull market of 2020 cycle was 157 days. This is the reason why I call this and this and this the merry-go-round, because these cycles are literally playing out again and again and again. Just zoom out, forget the noise, and just pay attention to just the chart. People all over the place are going to tell you Bitcoin's going to go down, Bitcoin's going to go up, Bitcoin's going to go sideways, Bitcoin's going to do this, it's going to levitate, it's going to come back down, it's going to circulate, yada, 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 whatever. But at the end of the day, come back to the charts. Come back to the charts and realize we are in a merry-go-round. I'm going to show you the actual trajectory of this chart. This, ladies and gentlemen, was all noise. So we had the COVID crash right here. We had a COVID crash right here. And then we had a deviation to this line right here. We had another deviation. And then again, we had a deviation. All of this was noise. And again, this right here was noise, was again noise. And then again, further noise. Because ultimately, we were just heading up to the right. And this spanned 157 days. Consequently, we had a drawdown and we had a brutal bear market. And that spanned 365 days. From the absolute top all the way to the bottom, around 15,000 US dollars. It took us 365 days. And we made a drawdown of 75.70%. So this is the halvening right here. This period was the halvening right here. A few months later, we broke the previous all-time high. Goes for this as well. Here is the halvening right here. Let me put a dot for you. So this is the halvening right here. And a few months later, from here to here, approximately 204 days. Let's go back to here. How many days was that? From here to there, approximately 260 days. So you have 260 days here, 204 days here. And let's see what's going on here. Currently, right now, as we speak, we haven't broken the previous all-time high. The halvening is right here. The halvening happened in May 2024, and we came back down. And as you can see here, we didn't break the previous all-time high. Not convincingly. We wicked there, we kept wicking there, and then we came back down. So if I get the average, let me get the average days. So you have 204 days here, and then you have another, I believe, 260 days here. If I get the mean average, it will take 220 days to see a convincing breakout. All of these squiggly lines that you see right here is basically from the very bottom to the very top. I took a fractal and I put it from the very bottom till here. Okay, so this is a fractal. So I got the fractal from here, 2020 cycle, and I put it right at the beginning of the bull market, which will span 157 days. Remember, we're on the merry-go-round. Furthermore, I took a fractal from the very, very bottom to the absolute top, and I put it right here, and it goes all the way to 157. Now look very, very carefully. You're going to miss it. You have to look very, very carefully. The green line is the 2020 cycle. The blue line is the 2017 cycle. And the orange line is where we at right now. This horizontal black line is what? The BTC halvening. That's the BTC halvening. And what we're going to do, we're going to copy and paste, and we're going to move it right here. BTC halvening. BTC halving right here, and then we have another BTC halving right here. Okay, now the first one was in July 2016, the next one was in May 2020, and the final one that we just passed was in May 2024. Sometimes it's easier to learn visually. So what do you notice about this cycle compared to the other cycles? Let me just make it more easier for you to see. What do you notice? This cycle is ahead of schedule, where we can go back down to the lower ranges and then oscillate around here. And then in Q4, we can see a parabolic pump after. I'm going to show you something even more interesting. We have the 3 cycles put side by side together, and we're literally just moving like this. Imagine everything else is just noise. Yeah, all of this is noise, all of this is noise, and then all of this is just deviation after deviation after more deviation. But actually, we're just going straight to the right. Here is a better illustration of what I mean, and you'll understand my point of view. So you're going to see something like this. So we had a deviation a few times. We had a deviation over here. We had another deviation here. We had another deviation here. Right here, we had another deviation. And again, we had a deviation right here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you zoom out. This will make it much more clearer. It will drown out all of the noise. As of today, we're ahead of schedule. We're really ahead of schedule compared to all of the other charts. We might see a black swan event. We could either come back down, yeah, because we are ahead of schedule. We could come back down and then we could get around here. We could hit the 50K mark and then we can go right over here. Then finally, we can break out after 220 days. So Q4, we can break out. We have a small little correction. We go back to the scene of the crime. And then finally, we make a massive, massive, massive parabolic run. Shortly after, we have a correction just like here. We had a correction in 2020 and also in 2017. Then finally, we get in between these 2 cycles. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We get to this area of around 200,000 to 150,000 US dollars. Whoa. But we're not here for BTC, are we? No. We're not here for BTC. No way. BTC. It's a stable coin to us. It's pretty much a stable coin. Like, sorry to offend you, but it is. It's just a stable coin in my opinion at the moment. But if you're buying BTC now, you're buying at the top of the S curve. Now, S curve goes like this. Yeah, you're buying right at the top. The early adopters, they bought around here. The other early adopters bought around here. And then if you're buying around these marks, 200, 100K, 90K, around, you're really at the end of the S curve. But you're not here for that. So I'm going to show you altcoins. Let's go. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the chart of BTC. We have the absolute top here, the absolute bottom. We have the 4-year cycle. Year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4. Then we have the absolute top, absolute bottom, year 1, year 2, year 3, etc. and etc. What I'm here to show you is all of the altcoins that came out during this period. The ones that we have to really pay attention is the altcoins that come out in year 1, the altcoins that come out in year 2, and year 3. So we have Luna, Matic, Axie Infinity, Gala, Sand, Sheeb, Solana. All right. That cycle is gone and done. Solana had a huge run. Sheeb had a massive run. Sand had a huge run. And all of these got above like 100x's or 200x's. Some of them got 400x's, 500x's, 1000x's. And this was the period of year 2 and year 3 of the BTC cycle. I'm just going to show you straight facts, hardcore facts. Ton came out in exchanges. Now, you could have bought Ton during the seed rounds. All right, cool. And then you could have seen more exposure and seen more gains. But on publicly found exchanges, I found all of the dates. All right, so you got Ton, you got Pepe, Casper. All right, they came out in year 1 of this cycle. So during the bear market, Ton came out. Okay, and you know the story of Ton. Should I show you? Really? Okay, I'm going to show you. So this is Ton right here, okay? And Ton, from the bottom to the top, we've gone up 800%. 800%. We're just in the beginning of the cycle. We're not even at the end of the cycle. So just bear in mind. This is Pepe. And this is on a smaller exchange. You could have bought it on the DEXs or on chain, but this is a smaller exchange. It came out in April 2023, and we went a whopping 7,103%. We went up a whopping 72x, and we're not even at the end of the bull market. It's already gone up 72%. Pepe could easily do 300%, 400%, 500%. In year one, we have Casper. I've spoken about all of these coins. I've spoken about all of these coins to my private members, to everyone that wanted to pay attention. Casper has gone up a whopping 11,000%. So it's gone up 117x already. And we're just in the middle of the bull cycle. Institutions are definitely buying, but there are pockets in this space where you can make exceptional gains. Next up in year two, we have Tau, Pedal, and Mint Layer. From bottom to top, Tau has gone up a whopping 2,038%. So it's gone up 20x already. Mint Layer, from the very bottom to the very top. Now remember, this is a line chart, so it doesn't show the wicks. It just shows the open and close during that day. It's gone up from the bottom to the very top. It's gone up 40x. In some exchanges, it went up 45x. Next up, we have Pedal, and Pedal's gone up a massive amount. It's gone up 1,210%. So it's gone up 12x. But bear in mind, it's a large cap, ladies and gentlemen. That's a large cap. We're in the middle of a bull run. There are many other projects that I've spoken about to my private members. Now we're in year three. And year three, let's have a look at year three, what came out. Year two was impressive. You had Solana and Matic. But year three was the most impressive gains. They had the most vicious pumps and the most mania. This is Axie Infinity, and it came out in year three of the 2020 cycle. It was a measly 46 cents, and then it went up to a whopping $157. You do the maths. Solana came out in year three of the 2020 cycle. It was at a price of 53 cents, and then it went to a whopping $240. You do the maths. Shiba Inu came out in year three of the 2020 cycle, and it was at, I can't even say the number, and then he went up to, I can't even say that number. The gains was 14 million X in one cycle. 14 million X. So if you put $1,000, you would have got what? You do the maths. Sandbox came out in year three of 2020. It started off at a price of 5 cents, and then it went to a whopping price of $7.51. So you do the maths on that. In year two right here in 2020, the gains were good. But in 2020 of year three of the Bitcoin cycle for altcoins, they were exceptional gains. The most important period of our lives is going to be in year three. This is going to be the most important time in our lives. We're going to find altcoins that are going to supersede all of these altcoins. This is the most pivotal period of our journeys. We have to lock in and pay very close attention. Now, if you want to find the next Luna, the next Matic, Solana, Sheeb, Sand, Gala, then join my private members. We spoke about Mint Layer to my private members, Casper, Pepe, Tau, Ton, Pedal. We found these long time ago. There's only a few spaces left, so join my private members. The link is in the description below. There you can find our pricing plan, and we're going to help you every step of the way. There's the silver package, gold package, and the platinum membership. I'd advise you to go for the gold membership. Trust me, you're going to like it. You're going to enjoy it. There's so much content on there on a daily basis. We find hidden gems, and this is the moment. This is the period where you have to really lock in. This is the period where it's going to change maybe your life. Just follow my finger. You see the finger? Follow it. You see it? You see it? Go click over there. Boom. See that? Boom. Go check it out. Peace.